at fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
Spent a couple of minutes with Hastings head coach Todd Raridan as Hastings College is ready to take on Briar Cliff here this afternoon. Coach, although a loss on Thursday to Northwestern, I think we can pull a lot of good things out of the loss up in Horn City.
Well, you never want to learn anything from a loss, and we've learned a lot of lessons this season, unfortunately. But I thought we gave a better effort, obviously, than what we did at Friends. I mean, I felt like halfway through the second half, our kids kind of had their heads down and feeling sorry for themselves, and that was disappointing from a coach's standpoint. Against Northwestern, I thought, we got down early, I think by 20 or something like that, but our guys battled back. We hit some shots. I thought Maverick Binder stepped up, hit some big threes. Forrest kept us in the game the first half. I thought that Ben Boudreau hit some key shots as well. Then just kept us around close enough that we're second half, they made a run, and then we got going a little bit as offensively as well, and we got them to miss some shots, and we rebounded the basketball and did not give them extra possessions like we have been doing, and that was a bright spot. I thought that which consequently got us back in, I think, like 5 or 4 or something like that in the second half. And we just, we did a nice job with our offense on our ball screen motion. We made some nice passes inside, guys rolling the basket, finding them open. We got a couple offensive rebound putbacks, that type of stuff. And that's what it takes, that kind of effort if you want to win basketball games.
Yeah, actually outscored Northwestern in the second half 50-42. But it didn't erase a 22-point first half deficit that they had. What happened in the first half? What'd you like in the second half that maybe we didn't do at the beginning of the ball game?
Well, the first half, you think about how many easy baskets they got in transition. They just throw, even their bigs, they threw it over the top, and our guards have to get back. They have to be the last man down to where our guards, we're sending 2 guys back, and nobody should beat us deep. But yet they were. That was disappointing to see. Them run the basketball like that and break out when we're sending 2 guys back. So when you get, and you have their bigs running the floor, that puts a lot of pressure defensively on you, and that opens up the perimeter because you cave into the basket so quickly to help stop inside that you forget about your man on the perimeter, so we give up wide open shots in transition. So they hurt us in transition the first half. I thought we did a better job the second half, but at the same time we made baskets. So if you're making baskets, it's a little harder to run, on a made shot as opposed to a missed shot. And luckily we were making those baskets the second half that kept them from getting breakouts. And I thought we just took care of the basketball better the second half. I think we had like 9 turnovers maybe. We had 18 the game before, and that, double that. So those are 18 possessions that we don't get a chance to score, and 18 possessions that the other team gets a chance to score. So consequently, we did a better job of that. We did a better job on the rebounding. The thing that was disappointing is we didn't get the foul line as much as I was hoping we could. I think the disparity in free throws was quite a bit. And we foul. I'm not going to say we don't foul, but we do foul. But some were, it was a physical game, and we have to play at that level, and we have to just play above. We have to play physical if they're not calling anything, but at the same time we have to just adjust to it.
John Barnhill got in the ball game, our new acquisition at the Christmas break, scored 7 points, grabbed 9 rebounds. Looks like he's going to provide a lot maybe to this basketball team for the second half of the season.
Well, I hope so. He's 6'7", 6'8". He's learning. He came here December 26th, and we have like 20 plays. So he's still trying to learn 5 plays really right now, and we haven't had much practice time for him to do that. If you think about it, we've played New Year's Eve day, then we played 2 days ago, and now we play again today. So a lot of stuff we're doing right now is kind of a motion offense just to get him inside, and I thought he did a nice job. And he was size-wise, he does help us rebound, and he gives us a third option really inside that can score and that can get offensive rebounds for us. And so, I'm hoping that he will continue to improve. I expect him to continue to improve. I mean, he's not where we need him to be, but he's getting there. I mean, I think each game that he's played in, he's improved.
We take on Briar Cliff today, a team we saw back at the end of November. They beat us up in Sioux City, 82-65. What can we do differently today to maybe close the gap there and maybe have a chance to win?
Well, I thought the first half we did some good things. I think we were down 7, something like that, 5 or 7 at half. And then the second half, they just, they backdoor you. They had a kid come off the bench that had like 16, 18 points, and they were all three, like 6 or 7 from 3. We got to do a better job covering on the perimeter. They present a different problem than maybe what we've seen before. They have a good inside freshman that has nice moves inside. They can score, big body in there. But at the same time, they run some good stuff. Their motion is very good. They're well coached. They can throw different sets at you offensively that you have to cover them. And then defensively, they'll switch almost everything except for with their post. They want to keep their post on our post, and so we really have to try to get downhill, take advantage of their not switching, and knowing that they're going to switch, and so we have to be ready to slip. I thought we did a pretty good job against Northwestern a couple times of going down to screen and then just slipping to the basket, and guys found them. And so we need to continue to do that against Briar Cliff because they'll do the same thing defensively as what Northwestern did. So, but we have to keep them off the glass, and we have to do the same. We have to hammer the glass at the offensive end with our bigs. But yeah, we got to get back. We cannot let them beat us in transition, and they did a few times up at their place.
Matthew Stillwell is probably their best player, averaging about 21 points per ball game. Did a great job on him the first time around. Had 5 points, and I think grabbed 7 rebounds up in Sioux City. What did we do to shut him down the first time?
Well, that's scary because when you only have 5, I mean, he's motivated to play, and he's a terrific player. I mean, he's been with their program, 4 or 5 years, I think, if I remember, maybe 5. But I think he's a grad student, so. It's just you just try to slow him down. I thought David did a nice job on him and stayed with him, but he creates problems. He didn't have 5. He only maybe had 5 or whatever you said, but he creates things for everybody else. He understands the game, that it's not just him scoring points. If he can get everybody else involved, that's a good thing, and that's something that is what you want out of a basketball player. Maybe you're not scoring, but you get everybody else involved, or you get other guys, whether it's inside or out, in a position where they can score easy baskets. And so, he's a good defensive player as well. I know that, we have to stay with him, obviously, and slow him down as best we can. But like I said, we can't let their big go off for a bunch of points. We can't let their bench, one guy off the bench go off for big points. And that's something that, we've talked about, and we definitely need to do a better job defensively on the perimeter.
Collison is the guy who came off of the bench the first time around. He has 6 3-pointers against us, so obviously he's got our attention the second time around, didn't he?
Well, I think so, and his numbers were good the first time. It's just that, he was averaging 6 and had 16 or whatever it was, and I think he's averaging 6 right now. So we definitely have kept him to, we've got to keep him down, but it's the other guys that, when you start looking at stats and all that, sometimes you can throw him out the window, but you definitely have to play the odds that, he's a good, most of his shots are coming from 3, but at the same time, you can't just pressure him so much that he gets by you. It's an easy layup, and you have to be there when he catches it with a high hand, but at the same time be able to have your knees bent so that he can't get by you. But it's not just him. Like I said, we got to do a better job on their inside guy, which we didn't know that much about the first time. He was a freshman, and he's got nice moves inside. He spins baseline a lot. When he gets it and he's strong, he'll get into you, he'll bump into you, knock you back with his shoulder just to create a little bit of space and lay it in or get the shot off. So we have to, mix it up as far as fronting him a little bit more than maybe what we did the first time. Just different things that just to keep them guessing, but at the same time, they run a lot of good stuff with their motion offense. So we got our hands full.
All right, we're long overdue for a win, Coach. Let's go get one this afternoon.
I hope so. I think our kids, after, it was encouraged from the Northwestern, disappointing after the Friends, but they know the position. And like I told them this week that, we're in the same boat from a conference standpoint, really somewhat as we were a year ago. We lost to Briarcliff. We lost at Northwestern. It's something that we lost Dakota Wesleyan at home. Those are all three losses that we've had already this year. So it's not impossible. I mean, we just have to keep improving and play this. We got to worry about Briarcliff now. We can't worry about anybody else. I mean, we shouldn't worry about anybody else at this point. Our focus has to be on Briarcliff and take care of business at home.
I guess.
Thank you.
Todd Roden, head coach for Hastings College. Stick around. We've got more coming up. You're listening to Bronco Basketball today on Extreme Sports.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones and is locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Are you ready for some football? Come on down to Bullseyes every Sunday. We have the NFL Pro Package. Watch all of your games on the big screen all season long. Every Saturday, we have the Big Red Bloody Mary bar for $10. If you can think of it, we can build it. From pickle vodka, jalapeno vodka, and even cucumber vodka. Buckets of beer, Jell-O shots, and giveaways every weekend. The world-famous Bullseyes, across from the water park on West 2nd Street in Hastings.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings. And
I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success, and now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all three streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all three streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong. Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College Athletics.
Hi, Mike Will back here at Lynn Farrell Arena at the Osborne Sports Complex, getting set for the men's game here this afternoon between Hastings College and Briar Cliff. The other women's game that was going on at the 12 o'clock time slot is now completed in Crete, and Doane is knocked off Morningside today by a score of 73-71. So Doane wins over Morningside 73-71. And Briar Cliff wins over Hastings 69-48. Rest of the games in the GPAC, as far as the women are concerned, all starting here in just a couple of minutes. You've got Dordt playing at Concordia. You've got Waldorf playing at Mount Marty. You've got Northwestern playing at Midland. A couple of men's games getting started here at the 2 o'clock slot as well. Briar Cliff here against Hastings and Morningside against Doane. So that's the action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference here today. Broncos are sitting at 1-13 in the season as far as the men are concerned. They're 0-7 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They've lost 12 games in a row, but we've got a little encouragement after our performance that we had the other day at Northwestern. Northwestern, one of the best teams in the country. The Red Raiders beat Hastings by a score of 95-86. Broncos battled back from a 22-point deficit in the first half and actually pulled to within 4 points in the second half, but could not erase that big lead. And the Broncos lost to the Red Raiders 95-86. Ben Boudreau had a big game for Hastings. He scored 24 points in the ball game. Maverick Binder had 19. David Ogalunde, he contributed 14 points in the game. Broncos got out-rebounded by a much bigger Northwestern team, 34-30. Got some big help from John Barnhill. He's the second semester transfer from Colorado. He saw quite a bit of action against the Red Raiders on Thursday. Scored 10 points and pulled down 7 rebounds. We're facing a team today that's 8-7 on the season. They're 3-4 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They're coming off of a win over Mount Marty on Thursday, winning by a score of 83-75. They beat us back in November up in Sioux City by a score of 82-65. They've got one of the premier players in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, and Matthew Stillwell is averaging 21.1 points per ball game and 7.2 rebounds per game. Although Hastings did a pretty good job against him up in Sioux City, he scored only 5 points and grabbed 9 rebounds. The guy that killed us was a guy that came off of the bench in Sioux City, Kobe Collison. He had 6 3-pointers and finished with 18 points. Briar Cliff beat us earlier this year, 82-65, so the Broncos with a chance to beat them here at home. Broncos just got to find a way to win here. Yeah, we had some encouragement coming back from the game at Northwestern on Thursday, and we'll see if Hastings can bottle up that energy and put it on the floor here in the first half and try to pull off an upset here this afternoon with the Chargers of Briar Cliff. So we're sneaking up on game time here at Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings and Briar Cliff. We'll check the starting lineups and more after this. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Industrial Irrigation Services has proudly supplied reliable horsepower to the industrial engine market since 1955. Our entire team is dedicated to fostering long-term relationships with our customers and key suppliers. Honesty and integrity make up the foundation that our business is built upon. Our entire team is ready to deliver the best sales, engineering, parts, and service support you have come to expect over many decades. No matter your industry or the rigorous demands of your application, our team of experts stand ready to serve you. We have been serving our customers and friends for over a half-century, and we look forward to continuing to provide you with the absolute best industrial engine packages and services for generations to come. When you need a solution for your industrial needs, don't just buy horsepower. Invest in reliable horsepower.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy. your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
You are listening to Extreme Sports. Let's get back to the game with Mike Will.
All right, back here at the Osborne Sports Complex, getting set for the men's game here today between Hastings and Briar Cliff. If you're just joining us, Briar Cliff won the women's ball game today, 69-48. It was the lowest offensive output of the season for the Broncos as they score 48 points in the ball game today. The Broncos shot just under 30% for the ball game. It was not a good day after Hastings went to Northwestern on Thursday and beat the Red Raiders up there. So Hastings will try to get back on the winning track on Wednesday when they take on Midland University here at home. We got the men's game coming up next year, Briar Cliff and Hastings. And the Broncos are sitting at 1-13 on the season. 0-7 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Briar Cliff at 8-7. They're 3-4 in conference play. Briar Cliff beating Hastings earlier this year, 82-65 up in Sioux City. We'll get to the starting lineups. They're brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. And the Broncos will start this way. Maverick Binder, a 6-foot freshman out of Auburn. Binder is now averaging 8.6 points per ball game, couple of rebounds per game. Ben Boudreau is a 6-foot sophomore out of Omaha. Boudreau is averaging 11.8 points and 2.9 rebounds per game. David Ogolande is a 6-foot 1-inch junior from Glenarden, Maryland. David O is averaging 4.4 points per ball game. Hunter Hill is a 6-foot 6-inch sophomore from Henderson, Colorado. He's averaging 4 points and 1.7 rebounds per game. The other starter is going to be Miles Simon. Simon is 6-foot 3-inch junior out of Wahoo, averaging 4.9 points and about 2.6 rebounds per game. For the Chargers of Briar Cliff will be Jackson Wingert. Wingert is a 6-foot 7-inch freshman out of Dakota Dunes, South Dakota, averaging 10.9 points per game. Will Luger is a 6-foot 5-inch junior from Cherokee, Iowa, averaging 5.7 per game. Jamison Helmers is a 6-foot graduate senior from Milford, Iowa. Helmers averaging 13.6 per game. Blake Sindelar is 6'4" junior out of Howells, averaging 12 points per game. Matthew Stillwell is a 6'2" graduate. He's out of Johnston, Iowa, one of the premier players in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, averaging 21.1 points per ball game. Briar Cliff will shoot to our basket to our left here in the first half of play. Ball is in the air, and Hastings controls the opening tap. The Broncos looking to rekindle their energy and their enthusiasm that we had up in Orange City on Thursday, trying to pull one off here this afternoon. There's a Boudreau. He sends it to the near side. A shot by Simon is going to be up there, no good. Simon gets his own rebound, goes back up, shoots and scores. Miles Simon grabs the offensive board after his missed field goal and scores just to the right side of the basket, and the Broncos are out on top by a score of 2-0 in this ball game. Hastings will start off in a man-to-man defense. There's a Luger with the ball, circles underneath the basket on the dribble. Gets it out here on the wing. The ball's going to be deflected away from Stillwell, but BC picks her up here. Sindelar with the ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And now we got a traveling violation called. Jackson Wingert had the ball just to the right side of the lane. Got into some heavy traffic there, fell down, and a traveling violation is called on Briar Cliff. First turnover on the Chargers. Hastings will come back with the ball. 1 minute into the ball game, the Broncos have got the lead here. Binder has got it. They get it on the high post there to a Hunter Hill. Down to a Boudreaux. Ben dribbling with the ball. Takes it inside the free throw circle. Dumps the ball down low to Hill. His shot no good. And the rebound comes down here to Matthew Stillwell. Hunter Hill misses an easy one. In transition, Wingert for three. Shot good. Jackson Wingert had 16 the last time we played up in Sioux City. He hits his first shot here, a three-pointer. 3-2 is the score. Briar Cliff has now got the lead over Hastings College. The Broncos have the ball back to their offensive end. There's a Miles Simon with the ball. His pass is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Stillwell. Stillwell goes here to Sindelar, and the shot is up and in. Blake Sindelar scores on the assist from Matthew Stillwell. That's a 5-2 ball game. Briar Cliff has got the lead. A turnover on the Broncos. Their second one of the ball game results in the points at the other end. There's a Binder with the ball. Free throw line extended left side here for the Broncos. A Hunter Hill to a Binder. Binder gets it over to David Ogalande on the far sideline. Now to a Ben Boudreaux to Hunter Hill on the high post. To Ben for three. Shot up there. No good. Stillwell the rebound. Matthew Stillwell will bring things up down the far side. Cuts it back to the center of the floor. Here's a feed out to Helmers for three. Shot good. Jamison Helmers scores on a three-pointer. And it's an 8-2 ball game. Briar Cliff has got the lead, and Hastings wants to burn a timeout here early. So an 8-0 run after the Broncos got on the scoreboard first. We'll take a break. 17:41 to play here in the first half. It's Briar Cliff 8, Hastings 2. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, it's an 8-2 ball game. Briar Cliff has got the lead. The Chargers are on an 8-0 run here early in this contest. David Ogalande mishandles the ball. He retrieves it near the 10-second line. Now pulls up, shoots a three-pointer. His shot's going to be no good. Stillwell with the rebound here for Briar Cliff. He runs her back the other way. Helmers for three. Shot is up there, no good. Ball ripped out of the air there by Ben Boudreaux. Ben will bring things up for Hastings. The Broncos trailing in this ball game 8-2. Boudreaux has got the ball, sends it to the near side now to David O. He takes it down in the baseline on the dribble. Now to Binder for three. Shot good. Maverick Binder had a good day the other day. It's in Northwestern. He hits his first shot here. A three-pointer, and it's an 8-5 ball game now. Briar Cliff has got the lead. Wingert has got the ball. Wingert in the lane as he works against Hunter Hill. And a foul is going to be called here on Hunter. Hunter Hill picks up the foul here for the Broncos. That's going to be his first team foul on the Broncos here in the first half. This will be a shooting foul. Going to the free throw line will be Jackson Wingert. Wingert, an 82% foul shooter on the season here for the Chargers. He's 34 out of 41. From the foul line, and this one goes down through the hole. Briar Cliff as a team hitting 77% from the free throw line, 48% from the field, and 36% from three-point territory. Next shot is up there. It's off of the back iron, no good. So it's a 9-5 ball game. Hastings with a rebound. Boudreaux has got it. Now to Maverick Binder. Here's Ogalande with the ball out here in three-point territory. Briar Cliff matching up, man-to-man defense here. Miles Simon with the ball. Miles on the left side of the lane, looking to penetrate. Gets it inside to Hunter Hill. Out to Ben, down in the corner to Ogalande for three. Shot good. David Ogalande scoring on the three-pointer. And now the Broncos are trailing in the ball game by a score of 9-8 as the Chargers come back with the ball. And they have a deflected out of bounds. Hunter Hill getting his hands on the feed that came inside to Wingert. It's going to be Briar Cliff inbounding the ball. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. 16:05 to play here in the first half, 9-8. Chargers have got a 1-point lead. Stillwell will inbound the ball. to a Luger, back to a Stillwell, rather to Luger, and his shot is up there and in, and he's fouled in the play. Will Luger gets the field goal, and he's fouled in the play here by Miles Simon. So Luger now goes to the free throw line and trying to make this a three-point play. Luger hitting 68% of his charity tosses so far this year as he looks up there for the first time. It's up there and in. So a three-point play by Will Luger. And now it's a 12-8 ball game. The Chargers have got the lead. Stillwell applying a little bit of pressure here in backcourt. Hastings breaks that easily. Boudreau down the near sideline. Ben gets away, goes to the basket, and scores. Ben Boudreau scores for Hastings. He had 12 points in the first meeting up there in Sioux City. It makes it a 12-10 ball game now in favor of the Chargers. Briarcliff with the ball, working against the Hastings man-to-man defense. Will Luger has got the ball. There's a Wingert. As Wingert hands it away to Stillwell. Down to the far side in the wing. That's going to be Helmers. Pass over here to Luger for three. Shot is up there, no good. David Ogunlende with the rebound for the Broncos as he runs her back the other way. David comes to the near side to Miles Simon. Down to Boudreau out here in three-point territory. There's a feed inside. Simon with the ball. A shot good, and he's fouled in the play. Miles Simon scores just the right of the basket there, down to the baseline. He gets his second field goal of the ball game. The foul here is going to go on Blake Sindelar. That's going to be his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 on the Chargers. And the ball game now is Kobe Collison. Collison comes in. Luger checks out. Collison is the guy who torched us up in Sioux City. He hit 6 3-pointers. Finished with 18 points in the ball game. Simon to the free throw line. His shot is up there and in. 3-point play from Miles Simon. And the Broncos have their first lead of the ball game at 13-12. With 5:06 to play. Actually, their second lead of the game. They scored the first field goal of the contest at 2-0. Now leading 13-12. There's a Collison with the ball. Collison gets it to Helmers. He drives it down the lane to the goal. His shot is up there, no good. The ball tapped out, picked up here by Simon. Down to Ben Boudreau. Here come the Broncos. They have a 1-point lead. 13-12 in this ball game. David Ogunlende has got the ball in the wing on the left side to Boudreau out here between the circles. Ben looking, dribbles behind his screen. Boudreau open for three, takes it and hits it. Ben Boudreau, he's now got 5 points in the ball game, and the Broncos have a 16-12 lead now over Briarcliff. There's a Sindelar with the ball. Sindelar brings it to the near side and hands it away. Helmers has got it back out to Stillwell for three. Shot good. Matthew Stillwell, he's averaging 21.1 points per ball game. He gets his first field goal here. 16-15. The Broncos with a 1-point lead. Hastings with the ball. Maverick Binder has got it. Binder down to Hunter Hill. Over here on the right side to Boudreau on the wing. Ben dribbling with the ball there against the Collison. Can't free himself. Bounce pass goes inside to Hunter Hill. Shot off the glass. Good. Hunter Hill scores. That's his first field goal. It's now an 18-15 ball game. Hastings with a 3-point lead. There's a Briarcliff with the ball. On their offensive end, Sindelar has got it. Sindelar now to Collison. There's Stillwell. Stillwell takes it inside the free throw circle. Jump pass goes to the far side to Helmers. His shot for three is no good. Simon with a rebound for Hastings. Simon down to a Boudreau. Left-handed dribble into the offensive zone here for the Broncos. The Binder. Here to a Miles Simon now. Still a man-to-man defense for Briarcliff. Miles Simon dribbling with the ball. 15 on the shot clock. Boudreau has got it. Now to Hunter Hill. To Ben for three. Shot is up there short. Rebound loose. Miles Simon grabs it. Keeps it alive to Bender. Drives for the hole. His shot no good. Rebound David Ogunlende. Third time could be a charm. Binder for three. Shot good. From the deep left corner, Maverick Binder hits the three-pointer. That's his second tray. And now Briarcliff wants to call a timeout as the Broncos have opened up a 6-point lead here in the first half. We'll take a break. 12:51 to play in the first half. Hastings 21, Briarcliff 15. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Are you ready for some football? Come on down to Bullseyes every Sunday. We have the NFL Pro Package. Watch all of your games on the big screen all season long. Every Saturday, we have the Big Red Bloody Mary bar for $10. If you can think of it, we can build it. From pickle vodka, jalapeno vodka, and even cucumber vodka. Buckets of beer, Jell-O shots, and giveaways every weekend. The world-famous Bullseyes, across from the water park on West 2nd Street in Hastings.
This is Brad Musburger from VSiN. You're listening to Mike Will on Extreme Sports.
Back here at the Osborne Sports Complex, Hastings with a lead, 21-15 here, as Briar Cliff works with the ball on their offensive end. Will Luger has got it. Luger over to Stillwell, free throw line extended right side. Stillwell takes the ball into the paint. Jump pass goes down in the corner to Sindelar for three. Shot good. Blake Sindelar hits the three from a different area code down here in the deep left corner. He's got 5 points in the ball game. 21-18 now. The Chargers back to within 3 points. Hastings with the ball. Here's Deron Hall, who's into the ball game. Deron takes it to the basket. His shot is up there, no good. Matthew Stillwell with the rebound. Stillwell runs her back the other way. Down the lane, he loses control of the ball. Scramble is on. Jump ball is going to be called, and the arrow pointing in favor of Briar Cliff. So stay right here. Carter Lean coming into the ball game now for Briar Cliff. Carter Lean is a 6'1" senior out of Carroll, Iowa, who's been averaging just over a point per ball game. Checking in for Hastings will be Christian Pujols, a 6'3" junior out of Miami, Florida. Briar Cliff will inbound the ball, baseline right side underneath their own basket. Here's Matthew Stillwell with it now. Picked up by Ogalunde. Stillwell drives it into the paint, throws it out here at the top of the key. Three-pointer, good. Will Luger now with 5 points, and the Chargers, bam, just like that, come back to tie the score. We're at 21 points apiece here in the first half. David O with the ball for the Broncos now to Deron Hall over in the far side. Deron sends it to Ben Boudreau. Entry pass inside to Ogalunde. His shot is going to be blocked down, but a foul is going to be called here on Jamison Helmers. Helmers picks up his first, team foul number 2 on the Chargers. And Hastings will go to the free throw line here with 11:29 to play in the first half. It's 21-21, Hastings and Briar Cliff. There's Ogalunde to the free throw line, an 87% foul shooter on the season. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. He is now 8 out of 9 from the free throw line this year. David will have one more. And the ball game now is John Barnhill. He's the transfer from Colorado that we picked up on December the 26th. There's a shot from the free throw line. It's going to be up there. It's good. Down through the hole as it hits the front iron, gets the spin, and it's 23-21. Hastings with a 2-point lead. So here comes Matthew Stillwell back with the ball now for the Chargers down the near sideline. Stillwell gets away. Jump pass goes down in the corner. Sindelar now back outside to Luger. He drives the ball in the hole and stuffs one home. Will Luger powering his way to the basket there as Luger stuffs one home. And now we're tied up at 23 points apiece here in the first half between Briar Cliff and Hastings. Here's Deron Hall with the ball. Hall out here at the top of the key. Sends it over to Pujols. Bounce pass inside to Barnhill. Barnhill, his feet is going to be thrown out of bounds. Trying to get it down here to a Binder. And threw the ball out of bounds. Turnover number 3 in the ball game now for the Broncos. 10:47 to play here in the first half. 23-23. Hastings and BC here today. Briar Cliff working with the ball. This is going to be Luger as he hands the ball away. That's his Sindelar. He gets it into the paint deep. His shot is up there, no good. Leaves it short, and the rebound comes down to Deron Hall. Hall gives it away to Ogalunde here on the right side. 200 pass goes out to Binder. Now to Pujols. Free throw line extended left side behind his screen. Pujols comes across the top. Ogalunde has got the ball. David O now as he dribbles with it. Reverses the ball. Comes over here to Deron Hall behind the screen from Barnhill. Still no shot. Binder has got the ball. Binder down in the baseline. He goes up for the 10-footer. Good. Maverick Binder scores. He's got 8 points in the ball game, and the Broncos have got the lead, 25-23. Hastings out on top. Here's a lean with the ball now for Briar Cliff. To Sindelar at the top of the key. Sindelar comes over here to Carter Lean. Right side of the wing. That's going to be Helmers with the ball. To Stillwell. Drives it to the basket. His shot no good, but he's fouled in the play. David Ogalunde is going to be hit with a personal foul. That's going to be his first, team foul number 3 on the Broncos. Going to the free throw line will be Matthew Stillwell. He's averaging 21.1 points per ball game, 83% foul shooter on the season here for the Chargers, and his shot is up there. It's going to be good. He'll get one more. Hastings did a good job on him in the first ball game we played up in Sioux City. He scored just 5 points, grabbed 7 rebounds in the ball game. He's already got 4 points in this one as he will toe the mark for one more chance here in a 25-24 ball game. Stillwell's next shot is good. We're tied up again. 25-25. Hastings in Briar Cliff. Here's Boudreau with the ball into the forecourt now for Hastings. Stops at the top of the key here. Sends it over to Pujols on the wing. The Binder. Boudreau has got it. Directing a little traffic over there. Boudreau drives the ball into the paint all the way to the basket and scores. Boudreau now with 7 points in the ball game. Maverick Binder has got 8. That's the combination that gave us a little spark last Thursday up in Orange City. There's a shot taken there by Wingert. It's going to be no good. The ball is lost out of bounds. It's going to be Briar Cliff ball. Hastings had their hands on it down there underneath the basket, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Briar Cliff inbounding the ball here. Carter Lean will trigger things in. Lean gets it into a Wingert. Wingert with his back to the basket. Picked up by Barnhill. Wingert moves his way to the goal. The shot is up there and in. Jackson Wingert scores. He's got 6 points in the ball game. And we're tied up at 27 points apiece. Teams are trading baskets here in this first half. Here's Deron Hall with the ball. Now to Pujols. Over to a Ben Boudreau. Behind his screen. Ben has got the ball. Ben on the dribble. He works over there against Jamison Helmers. Binder's got it. Now to Pujols on the wing. On the right side. Barnhill comes up, sets the screen. Pujols dribbles behind his back, takes it to the hole and scores. Christian Pujols, he scores. That's his first field goal in the ball game. And the Broncos are out on top. 29-27. Hastings leading by a pair. Here's a Stillwell with it now. Stillwell to Lean. Lean flips it away. Helmers has got it. Top of the key, Wingert. Over on the right side on the wing. Hastings staying with her man-to-man defense. Luger has got it. Now to Stillwell. He backs it out near the 10-second line. Stillwell one-on-one now as he spins at the free throw line down the lane. His shot is up there and in. Matthew Stillwell, he scores. He's got 7 points in the ball game. We're tied up at 29 points apiece. Here's a Boudreau right side of the lane. Dumps it inside to Barnhill. Shot good, and he's fouled in the play. Don Barnhill gets the field goal for the Broncos. He's fouled in the play here by Will Luger. That's going to be his first. And now Barnhill goes to the free throw line. 2 out of 3 from the line so far this season. Barnhill will toe the mark here for the Broncos. And Barnhill had 10 points in the ball game against Northwestern on Thursday. Barnhill sets and fires from the line. His shot is up there and in. And the Broncos have got the lead now by a score of 32-29 on the three-point play from John Barnhill. 7:35 to play here in the first half. Stillwell bounce pass right side of the lane, spinning, going for the basket there and scoring is Jackson Wingert. Wingert now with 8 in the ball game. 32-31. Wingert scores easily there for Briar Cliff. There's a Boudreau. A shot from inside the free throw circle is good. Ben Boudreau now with 9 in the ball game. And we've got a timeout called now by Briar Cliff. So Ben Boudreau continues to light him up here for the Broncos. He's got 9 points already here in the first half. We'll take a break. 7:15 to play here in the first half. We'll take a break with the score. Hastings 34 and Briarcliff 31. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Welcome back to Hastings College Basketball with Mike Will.
All right, it's a 34-31 ball game. There's a three-pointer by Wingard. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Pujols for Hastings. Broncos have a 3-point lead just by the 7-minute mark here in the first half. Here's a Barnhill with the ball on the high post inside the free throw circle. Gives it away now. That's a Boudreau with it now. Barnhill sets the screen. They try to get the ball to Barnhill. He mishandles the ball. It's picked up here by Briarcliff. At the other end is Luger, and he stuffs one home. Hastings with a turnover, their fourth of the ball game. Will Luger makes the Broncos pay with a stuff on the other end. Luger now with 9 in the ball game. The Broncos have a 1-point lead, 34-33. Here's a Duran Hall with the ball around the screen to the free throw line. They throw it down the lane. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Hastings will play things in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket here. With 6:17 to play here in this first half. Duran Hall will inbound the ball for Hastings. They lob it in here to Barnhill. He comes over to Ogulande, who gives it away now out in three-point territory to Duran Hall. Here's a Binder with the ball on the right wing. Binder to the free throw line, dumps it down low, and the shot is up and in. John Barnhill. That worked pretty well against Northwestern on Thursday. They're getting it cranked up here. 36-33 now. Hastings with a 3-point lead. Briarcliff with the ball. Dribbling it to the basket here is Sindelar, and the shot is up and in. Blake Sindelar scoring. He's got 7 points in the ball game. 36-35. The Broncos with a 1-point lead. There's a Boudreau with the ball, now to Binder. Binder around the screen. Gets it down to Duran Hall. Free throw line extended. Duran at the free throw line. His jumper is up there. Good. Duran Hall gets loose and scores. That's his first field goal of the ball game. Duran had a big game against Briarcliff in the first meeting. Scored 28 points up in Sioux City. That's his first field goal here this afternoon. Makes the score 38-35. Hastings out with a 3-point lead. Helmers with the ball. Far side, Sindelar for 3. Shot good. Blake Sindelar hits another 3-pointer. He's got 10 points in the ball game, and now the Chargers have come back to tie the score at 38 points apiece here in the first half. Just by the 5-minute mark now. Here's a Binder with the ball to a Duran Hall. David Ogulande back to a Duran out here in 3-point territory. Duran Hall looking to penetrate, takes it left side of the lane, lobs it inside to Barnhill. His shot's up there and in. John Barnhill scores here for the Broncos. Barnhill, big old frame there. It's a 6'9". They lobbing the ball and he lays it in easily. Gives the Broncos a 2-point lead, 40-38. Here's the Helmers with the ball now to Wingert, Jackson Wingert. Now to Lugert. There's Sindelar again, left side of the lane, picked up by Boudreau. There's a pass out top again to Wingert, and he hits the 3-pointer. Jackson Wingert scores. He's got 10 points in the ball game. 41-40 now as the Chargers claim the lead with just over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's a Duran Hall with the ball. Now to Ben Boudreau. He's picked up there by Stillwell. The Barnhill, the Boudreau, back to Stillwell, rather to Barnhill. His shot for 3 is up there. It's no good. And the rebound comes down here to Briarcliff. Stillwell has got it. He's in the lane. He falls down. The scramble is on. Ball comes rolling out here to Sindelar. And now we've got a timeout called by Briarcliff. All right, somebody had possession of the ball. They call the timeout, so we'll take a break with 3:40 remaining here in the first half. We'll take a break with a score. Briar Cliff 41, Hastings 40. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
You are listening to Extreme Sports. Let's get back to the game with Mike Will.
All right, back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, Hastings and Briar Cliff here this afternoon. Broncos are trailing now by 1. It is 41-40. 3:40 to play here in this first half. Briar Cliff will inbound the ball. Stillwell gets it down to a Wingert. Wingert hands it away to a Luger. Luger takes the ball in the paint, bounces off of the defender, now throws it over to a Stillwell in the wing. Out here in three-point territory. A shot is up there, no good by Luger. Battle for the rebound is loose. It's taken down by Briar Cliff. There's a Wingert, and a foul is going to be called. There's going to be an offensive foul on Jackson Wingert. That's going to be his first personal foul. Team foul number 4 on the Chargers here in this first half. Hastings will come back the other direction. The Broncos are trailing in the ball game by a score of 41-40. Here's a Duron Hall. He takes off, drives into the basket, and misses. But he's fouled in the play. As a Duron Hall goes tumbling down behind the basket there, the foul is going to be called on Colby Collison. That's going to be his first foul. And now Duron Hall will go to the free throw line here for the Broncos. He's a 74% foul shooter on the season. And he had 28 in the first ball game against the Chargers up in Sioux City. His free throw is going to be up there and in. He's got 3 points here. Hastings is a team now hitting 77% from the free throw line, 43% from the field, and 35% from three-point territory. Next shot is up there. It's going to be no good. So the Broncos have tied the score at 41 points apiece here. Late in the first half, Matthew Stillwell has got the ball. Now to Luger. Luger's going to take the ball to the basket and score. Will Luger gets the field goal. He's got 12 points in the ball game. Jackson Wingert has got 11. And Blake Sindelar has got 10. Three-headed monster out there for the Chargers offensively here today. 43-41. Chargers have a 2-point lead. There's a Duron Hall with the ball. Steps back, takes a three-pointer. Misses. Rebound. Hastings. Miles Simon has got the ball. Down to Hunter Hill. To David Ogalande out here in three-point territory. Broncos with a big offensive rebound there. David O with the ball. Free throw line jumper is up there. Off of the back iron, no good. Rebound to Wingert. Jackson Wingert gets it away now to a Stillwell. Brings it into the offensive zone. Here's Sindelar with the ball. Sindelar now to Luger. He drives into the lane. Spins, throws it down in the corner to Sindelar for 3. Shot good. Blake Sindelar hits a three-pointer. He's got 13 in the ball game. The Chargers now with a 5-point lead. And head coach Todd Reardon will burn a timeout here. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to play. In the first half, we'll take a break with a score. Briar Cliff 46, Hastings 41. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Welcome back to Hastings College Basketball with Mike Will.
All right, Hastings has the ball now, trailing by 5 points, 46-41. There's a Boudreau with the ball to Hunter Hill, to Ben for 3. Shot good. Ben Boudreau now with 12 points in the ball game here for the Broncos. Hastings back to within 2, 46-44. 1:35 to play here in the first half. Matthew Stillwell with the ball. Now to Luger. Luger brings it over here on the left side. Down to the baseline. Sindelar spins. He takes it to the hole, and he's going to be fouled into play. Eli Puddle picking up the personal foul for Hastings. Eli just checked in there for the Broncos. A 6'2" freshman out of Franklin, Wisconsin. Going to the free throw line will be Sindelar. He's got 13 in the game so far. He's a 60% foul shooter on the season. There's the shot. It's going to be up there and in. So Sindelar converts. Briarcliff 5 out of 6 from the free throw line so far in this ball game. Sindelar will have one more. The Chargers now with a 3-point lead. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. 48-44 is the score. Briarcliff has got the lead. Hastings back with the ball. Boudreaux will bring things up for the Broncos. Briarcliff staying with their man-to-man defense. Miles Simon with the ball. Simon down in the baseline. Down in the corner, having problems, and now his pass is going to be deflected out of bounds. He was kind of off balance down there in the corner and nearly threw the ball away. But it was deflected out of bounds, and the Broncos will play things in on the far sideline with 1:09 to play here in the first half, 13 on the shot clock. Here's Boudreaux with the ball to Ogalande, right side of the lane. David dribbling with the ball out to Boudreaux. Here in the three-point territory, takes a long three, and a shot good again. Ben Boudreaux has now got 15 in the ball game for the Broncos. That's a 48-47 ball game. Hastings back to within 1 point. Matthew Stillwell has got the ball. Stillwell finds a seam, drives it into the lane, jump pass down in the corner. Goes to Luger, but a big collision in the lane there, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Stillwell. He drove the ball all the way down the lane toward the goal, and then a jump pass went down in the corner to Luger. And Stillwell runs over a couple of Broncos in the lane there. So that's going to be a foul on Matthew. That's going to be his first. Hastings has got the ball on the Briarcliff turnover. The Broncos are trailing by a point here, 48-47. We're down to 30 seconds to play here in the first half. 14 left on the shot clock. Ben Boudreaux dribbling with the ball to Hunter Hill. Hunter hands it away to Ben out here in three-point territory. Boudreaux trying to break loose, throws up a three and hits it. Ben Boudreaux hits the three-pointer. The Broncos have the lead 50-48 with 9 seconds to go. There's a Stillwell with the ball. Matthew Stillwell sends it to the near side. Luger for three, shot good. Will Luger has got 15, and that is the end of the first half. So entertaining first half of play here as Briarcliff will take a 1 point lead into the locker room at halftime. It's Briarcliff 51, Hastings 50. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
Since 1955, Bob Sass Flowers has been a part of the Hastings community. We're not just about flowers, though. We do offer the finest floral arrangements, all backed by friendly, prompt service and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. At Bob Sass Flowers, every customer matters, and we're dedicated to making your shopping experience one to remember. But there's more to discover. From blue Capri candles and diffusers to my Saint, my Hero bracelets, Sober Dough Bread, and Daydreams greeting cards, our unique gift collection has something for everyone. Looking for the perfect baby gift? Explore our selection from Bella Tunno and Mud Pie. Come see us at Bob Sass Flowers, where quality, service, and community come together.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success. And now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all 3 streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all 3 streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong.
It's time for the Halftime Show. Brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare since 1963.
All right, back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, Hastings College is trailing Briar Cliff here at the break. The score 51-50. We'll get you some halftime numbers. They're brought to you by Industrial Irrigation, reliable horsepower since 1955. Hastings hitting 65% here in the first half. Broncos have knocked down 19 out of 29 field goal attempts. Broncos are 7 out of 13 on three-pointers. That's 53%. And we're 5 out of 6 from the free throw line for 83%. Briar Cliff shooting even better than that. The Chargers are hitting 69% here in the first half. They're 18 out of 26 from the floor. 9 out of 14 from three-point territory, 64%, and 6 out of 7 from the free throw line, 85%. Rebounds, not a lot of them to account for here. The Broncos have 11. The Chargers have 9. Hastings, they have 4 offensive rebounds and 7 on defense. Chargers have got 2 offensive rebounds and 7 on defense. Miles Simon, the leading rebounder for the Broncos, he's got 5. Matthew Stillwell has got 5 rebounds for Briar Cliff. The Broncos have got 9 assists, no steals, no block shots, and 3 turnovers here in the ball game. Briar Cliff, they've got 11 assists, 2 steals, no block shots, and 3 turnovers. Again, 51-50 is the score. Hastings College trailing here in the ball game. The Broncos in the first half. Another great performance from Ben Boudreau. He's got 18 points here in the first 20 minutes. Boudreau, 7 out of 9 from the field, 4 out of 6 on three-pointers, along with a couple of rebounds. So Boudreau leading the way. He's got 18. Maverick Binder has got 8 points. Binder has got a couple of threes and a 2. Don Barnhill has got 7 points. He's got 3 field goals. He's 1 out of 1 from the line. David Ogalande has got a three-pointer, and he's 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. He's got 5 points. Deron Hall has got 3. He's got a field goal, and he's 1 out of 2 from the line. Christian Pujols has hit a field goal for 2. Hunter Hill has got a field goal and 2 points. For the Chargers, 15 points from Will Luger. Luger has knocked down a couple of three-pointers in the contest, and he's 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. So Luger with 15. Blake Sindelar has also got 15 points in the game. He's got 3 three-pointers, a couple of free throws and 2 attempts. So Luger has got 15. Sindelar has got 15. Also in double figures here at halftime is Jackson Wingert. He's got 11 points. He's 1 out of 2 from the line. And Wingert has hit a couple of three-pointers in the ball game. Only 2 other guys have scored here for Briar Cliff. Matthew Stillwell, he's got 7 points, a 3 and a 2, and he is 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. And then Jamison Helmers, he's hit a three-pointer for 3. So 51-50 is the score. Briar Cliff has got the lead here at halftime. You're listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings. We'll have more after this on Extreme Sports.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, halftime of the men's ball game, 51-50 is the score. Briar Cliff has got the lead. Again, in the women's ball game earlier today, Briar Cliff beat Hastings by the score of 69-48. The Broncos in the second half scored only 17 points. They had their lowest offensive output of the season, scoring 48 points and shooting only 29.3% from the field. Hastings hit 4 out of 21 from three-point range, 19%. And Briar Cliff outscoring Hastings 18-9 in the third quarter and 14-8 in the fourth quarter. So the Broncos come up short here today. Hastings getting 10 points from Mariah Avila and 10 points for Rachel Gooden. Gooden had a double-double with 10 points and 14 rebounds, but it wasn't enough. Briar Cliff beats Hastings in the women's ball game 69-48. Hastings has now got a record of 10 wins and 5 losses on the season. They're 5-4 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They'll play a Midland on Wednesday here at Lynn Farrell. Other game going on early on the women's side of things. It was Doane picking up a win over Morningside. They won today by a score of 73-71. The other women's games are just at halftime right now. Dordt, the nation's #1 ranked team, is leading Concordia 32-27 in Seward. Halftime score, Mount Marty has got the lead over Waldorf. It is 45-20. Start of the third quarter, Northwestern is leading Midland 48-34. Again, in men's action, Briar Cliff with a 1-point lead here over Hastings, 51-50. And a halftime score from Doane. It is the Tigers out on top of Morningside by a score of 32-25. Again, our halftime score here is Briar Cliff with a 1-point advantage over Hastings, 51-50, as the Broncos are looking to break a 12-game losing streak here this afternoon. We've got the second half coming up. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
The Halftime Show has been brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare since 1963. Stay tuned. The second half is coming up on your exclusive home for Bronco sports, Extreme Sports.
Industrial Irrigation Services has proudly supplied reliable horsepower to the industrial engine market since 1955. Our entire team is dedicated to fostering long-term relationships with our customers and key suppliers. Honesty and integrity make up the foundation that our business is built upon. Our entire team is ready to deliver the best sales, engineering, parts, and service support you have come to expect over many decades. No matter your industry or the rigorous demands of your application, our team of experts stand ready to serve you. We have been serving our customers and friends for over a half-century, and we look forward to continuing to provide you with the absolute best industrial engine packages and services for generations to come. When you need a solution for your industrial needs, don't just buy horsepower. Invest in reliable horsepower.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back at halftime, 51-50 is the score. Briar Cliff has got the lead over the Broncos. Score was tied 8 times in the first half. We had 5 lead changes. Briar Cliff's biggest lead in the ball game has been 6 points. Biggest lead in the game for Hastings has been 6 points, so we played between those two spots. A seesaw battle here. Both teams are shooting well over 50% in the first half. Hastings hitting 19 out of 29 from the field, 65%. The Chargers are 18 out of 26 for 69%. Two teams have combined to shoot 16 three-pointers. That's 16 made three-pointers here in the first half. So see what happens here in half number 2 as the Broncos trying to break their 12-game losing streak here this afternoon and look for only their second win of the season, their first conference win here against the Chargers of Briar Cliff. There's a Binder getting things started here for Hastings, driving the ball in the basket and scoring. Maverick Binder now with 10 points in the ball game. And the Broncos have got a 52-51 advantage now early in the second half. Here's the Helmers with the ball. He takes it out the left side of the lane, runs in to Binder, and a jump ball is going to be called. Arrow pointing in favor of the Chargers, so we'll stay right here. Briar Cliff will play things in, baseline right side, underneath their own basket here. Just underway in the second half as the Chargers will look to get things in. They do to Luger. Will Luger on the left side of the lane, comes across the top down to Stillwell. He lobs the ball inside. Backing up is going to be Wingert back outside to Luger for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Ogalunde had the rebound. He's tied up in the play here by Stillwell. And the possession arrow is pointing in favor of Hastings, so the Broncos will get it. Bronco basketball today brought to you in part by Teammates of Nebraska. Join the team and be a mentor. Find out more at teammates.org. 52-51. Hastings with a 1-point lead. Broncos have the ball. Miles Simon has got it out here. Miles to Ben Boudreau, who scored 18 points in the first half for the Broncos. Ben with the ball. Free throw line extended right side. Takes it down toward the baseline, and a short jumper is up there and in. Boudreau now with 20 in the ball game. And Hastings has a 3-point lead. 54-51 here in the second half. Stillwell has got it. He lobs it at the far sideline. A long-range jumper, good. Jamison Helmers hits his second tray of the ball game. He's got 6 points, raining 3 balls here today. 54-54 is the score. We're in the second half with 18:31 remaining here in the ball game. Boudreau tries to go to Hunter Hill. Ball mishandled, a turnover on Hastings, and now a foul is going to be called as Stillwell came out of there with the ball. Hunter Hill is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be the second foul on Hunter. Team foul number 1 on the Broncos here in the second half of play. It'll be Briar Cliff inbounding the ball off of the far side. 54-54 is Stillwell will bring things up now for the Chargers. Brings it into the offensive zone. Stillwell has got it. Goes over to Luger. Luger drives the ball into the paint. Out here to Helmers now. Helmers comes over here to the right side to Sindelar. Drives it in the hole. His shot no good. Ball tapped down there and is picked up by Binder of Hastings. Binder now to Boudreau. Directs a little traffic as he comes into the offensive end for the Broncos. To a Maverick Binder out here between the circles. Binder behind the screen. Maverick dribbling with the ball. Comes over to David Ogalunde. David O with the ball as he puts it on the floor and dribbles to the right side of the lane. Ogalunde behind the screen from Hunter Hill. 200 pass here to Miles Simon. Simon at the free throw line. Jumper is up there. Yes. Miles Simon hits one from the free throw line. He's got 7 in the ball game. And the Broncos have the lead again. 56-54. Hastings out on top. There's a Matthew Stillwell with the ball. He dumps it down low, and a shot is up there and in by Wingert, and he's fouled in the play. Jackson Wingert gets the field goal and one. He's fouled in the play here by Boudreau. That's going to be Ben's first personal foul. Team foul number 2 on the Broncos here in the second half. And going to the free throw line will be Wingert to try to convert on a 3-point play. 1 out of 2 so far today. 82% for the season. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. So a 3-point play, and that puts the Chargers back out on top. 57-56 over at Hastings College here in the second half. Hunter Hill with the ball to a Boudreau. Mishandles it, but he gets it under control. Ben with the ball to Hunter Hill. It's off of his hands, but it's picked up by Binder. Binder now to Boudreau. Dribbles behind his back. Ben Boudreau dribbles inside at the elbow. Inside to Hunter Hill. The shot off the glass. Good. Hunter Hill now with 4 points in the ball game. And the Broncos have the lead, 58-57. So the seesaw battle continues here. Sindelar with the ball to Stillwell. Sindelar. Luger has got it. He drives the ball to the basket. Shot good, and he's fouled. Will Luger scores there for the Briar Cliff Chargers. The foul is going to go on Hunter Hill. That's going to be his third. So Luger is going to go to the free throw line now for Briar Cliff. He's got 17 in the ball game. Luger, he had only 4 points in the first meeting between these two teams. He's getting the job done today. There's a shot up there that's going to be good. He's now got 18 in this ball game. And now the Chargers go on top by a couple of points at 60-58. Here come the Broncos back the other way. This is Ben Boudreau with it now. Ben comes to the near side. Ogalunde around the screen, into the lane, to the basket he goes, and a foul is going to be called here. Personal is going to be whistled there on Sindelar. That's going to be his second personal foul. Team foul number 1 of the Chargers here in the second half. Sindelar checks out. Into the ball game now will be Kobe Collison. Hastings will play things in. Boudreau's pass is going to be intercepted. Intercepted there by Wingert. Turnover number 6 in the ball game here for the Broncos. Stillwell with the ball. And now a foul called on David Ogalunde. That is going to be his second personal foul. Team foul number 4 on the Broncos here in the second half. We have not yet played 4 minutes. 16:23 to play in the ball game, 60-58. Chargers have a 2-point lead. Briarcliff with the ball. They work on their offensive end. There's a pass here to the near side. Collison for 3, shot good. Kobe Collison hit 6 3-pointers against the Broncos in the first game and scored 18 points. That's his first field goal in the afternoon. Now the Chargers have a 4-point lead. 62-58. Both teams have led by as many as 6 here in the ball game. Boudreau's got it. The Barnhill is into the contest. The Boudreau, his pass is deflected. It goes out of bounds here on the near sideline. And the Briarcliff will get the ball. Turnover on Hastings, their 7th now of the ball game. Briarcliff will inbound the ball in front of the scorer's table. There's Boudreau checking out of the ball game now. Deron Hall is going to come in for the Broncos. 62-58. The Broncos looking at a 4-point deficit right now. Matthew Stillwell will bring things up here for Briarcliff. Jump pass goes down in the corner to Luger. Luger can't put up a shot. Comes back out to Wingert for 3. Shot good. Wingert hits a 3-pointer. He's got 17 in the ball game. And now we got a timeout called here as the Chargers have opened up a 7-point lead, their biggest lead of the ball game, at 65-58. 15 minutes and 33 seconds to play here in this basketball game. Briarcliff 65, Hastings 58. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
Here's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Call it the foul.
The home of 24/7 Sports Talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, 15:33 to play in the basketball game, and Broncos are now down by 7 points here to Briarcliff. Maverick Binder with the ball for Hastings to Miles Simon. Here's Deron Hall as the Chargers stay with their man-to-man defense. Deron Hall with the ball. Gets it to David Ogalande, who mishandles it, but he picks it up in front of the scorer's table. David O out here to Miles Simon for 3, and he buries a 3-pointer. Miles Simon has now got 10 points in the ball game. As a 65-61 ball game. Hastings now down by 4 points. Stillwell in the lane. Shot up there good. Matthew Stillwell, he scores. He's got 9 points in the ball game. So both teams continue to have a lot of success offensively today. Here's a Deron Hall inside to Barnhill, and his shot is up and in. John Barnhill, he's now got 9 points in the ball game. 67-63. Broncos are down by 4 points here with 14 and a half to play here in the contest. Stillwell with the ball. Stillwell out here to Luger. Takes the ball into the paint. Down top of the key. Collison has got it. They swing it back around. Here's a Wingert. Wingert works against a Barnhill. Puts up a shot. In and out. No good. Barnhill with a rebound. Barnhill down to a Deron Hall. Down the near sideline. Deron Hall brings it into the offensive zone. Bounce pass goes inside to Barnhill. A shot no good, but he's fouled into play. Barnhill will go to the free throw line here for the Broncos. Stillwell picks up the personal foul for Briarcliff. That's going to be his second. The team's third. Going to the free throw line will be John Barnhill. 1 out of 1 so far today. 3 out of 4 for the season for Barnhill. And his shot is up there. It's going to be off of the back iron, high of the air, and bounces off of the right side. He'll have another one. Found to the active shooting. Back into the ball game now with the Chargers will be Sindelar. Sindelar comes in. Wingert checks out. Here comes a Boudreau down to the scorer's table. He'll check in at the next opportunity for Hastings. Here's a shot from the free throw line. Up and in by Barnhill. 67-64. So Boudreau comes in. Miles Simon comes back out of the ball game. 14 minutes to play in the game. The Chargers are on top of Hastings by 3. 67-64. Stillwell trying to break loose here. Can't do it. Gives the ball away to Sindelar. Now to Helmers. Out on top again. That's Luger with the ball. He drives it against Barnhill. Puts up a little right-handed hook shot against Barnhill and scores. Luger, nice shot to the hole. He's now got 20 in the ball game here for the Chargers. 69-64. Hastings down by 5. There's Ogallande directing a little traffic here. The binder, Duran Hall, now right side to Boudreau. Bounce pass goes inside to Barnhill. Spins, now puts up a shot off the back of the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Binder. His shot no good. We got a whistle away from all the action here, and the foul is going to go on Briar Cliff, I believe. Hastings is going to inbound the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. 13-16 remaining here in this ball game. It's a 69-64 contest. The Chargers have got the lead. Now they're going to readjust the shot clock here. So after the discussion, they'll put some, they're going to let the shot clock go down to 8 seconds. So 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hastings will play things in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket in a 5-point ball game. They lob it here to Barnhill. Out to Ogallande. He drives it down the right side of the lane to the goal, and he is clobbered on the play. Foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Blake Sindelar of Briar Cliff. That's going to be his third foul. David Ogallande going to the free throw line here for Hastings. He's got 5 points in the ball game. 2 out of 2 from the free throw line today. Broncos are down by 5 points. His shot is up there. It's going to be off of the back iron. No good. They'll get one more. Into the ball game now for Briar Cliff. Garrett Trapp is going to come into the ball game. So Trapp into the contest for BC, and a shot from the free throw line is going to be up there and in by David O. He's now got 6 points in the ball game. 69-65. The Broncos down by 4 points. 13 minutes to go here in this one. 3-pointer by Stillwell, no good. Rebound comes down here to Barnhill, down to Duran Hall into the forecourt. Duran at the top of the key. The Ben Boudreau, he lobs it inside to Barnhill and goes sailing right through his fingertips, but a foul is going to be called. Pushing foul from behind is going to go on Jamison Helmers. That's going to be the second foul on Helmers. Team foul number 4 on the Chargers. Hastings will play things in, and again, they have it stolen away. Taken away here on the inbound. A turnover on Hastings, the second time that's happened here in the past couple of minutes. Briar Cliff with the ball. Helmers in the lane, back outside. Luger has got it, now to Stillwell. Free throw line extended right side. Stillwell having problems with the dribble. He picks it up, throws it inside down to Luger. His shot on the baseline good. Will Luger scores. Luger's now got 22 in the ball game. Is back to a 6-point lead here for Briar Cliff at 71-65. There's Ogallande with the ball here on the near sideline to Duran Hall. Duran Hall takes it down to the baseline. A jumper is up there good. Duran Hall, a little 10-footer. Left baseline, he scores. He's got 5 points in the ball game. And the Broncos are back to within 4. 71-67 with 12 minutes to play here in the ball game. Luger has got it. Now we got a whistle. And we got a foul on David Ogallande. That's going to be his second personal foul. Check that. It's going to be his third. That's going to be his third foul. Non-shooting situation. 15 foul on the Broncos. Briar Cliff will inbound the ball. Baseline left side underneath their own hole. Stillwell will get things in here to Helmers. They work it back outside immediately to Luger. To Stillwell now. Matthew Stillwell will back it back out near the 10-second line. Stillwell will go one-on-one, spins against Binder. Jump pass goes to the far side to Collison for three, shot good. Kobe Collison hits his second three-pointer. He's got 6 points in the ball game, and now the Chargers have a 7-point lead. 74-67. Duran Hall to the basket. He tries to dish it off here, and he throws the ball out of bounds. Trying to get it to Ogunlade down there deep in the lane. Threw it out of bounds. That's going to be turnover number 9 in the ball game now for the Broncos. 74-67. Briar Cliff has opened up a 7-point lead here over the Broncos as we near the 11-minute mark here in this second half. Matthew Stillwell with the ball. Matthew is going to drive it down the left side of the lane. Stillwell has now got it. And now a foul is going to be called. That's going to go on Ogunlade again. That's going to be his fourth personal foul. Team foul number 6 in the Broncos. There's going to be Briar Cliff inbounding the ball, baseline right side underneath their own basket. Miles Simon will come into the ball game. Ogunlade will go to the bench. Stillwell will inbound the ball here for the Chargers. The inbounds pass is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Simon. That's the third turnover on Briar Cliff here in the ball game. Ben Boudreau with the ball now takes it down to the baseline. He tries to go inside to Barnhill, and the ball is going to be tapped away, but a foul is going to be called here. That's going to go on Garrett Trapp. That's going to be his first foul. Team foul number 5 on the Chargers. Non-shooting situation. Hastings will play things in. Hall gets it to Barnhill underneath the hole. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up and misses. Rebound comes down to Briar Cliff. There's Helmers back with the ball now for the Chargers. To Will Luger. Luger on the dribble. Takes it to the right side of the floor. Stops. Bounce pass. Goes inside. Stillwell has got it. Stillwell works against Boudreau. Goes for the basket and scores. Matthew Stillwell. He scores. He's got 11 points in the ball game. And the Chargers are now out to a 9-point lead. 76-67 here in this contest with 10.5 minutes to go. Here's a Miles Simon down in the corner. Duran Hall for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Rebound. Hall had it, lost it out of bounds, and it's going to be Briar Cliff ball. Hastings College basketball today brought to you in part by Highland Dairy, also by Pinnacle Bank of Hastings, and by the Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. 10-16 to play here in this second half. Hastings trailing Briar Cliff by the score of 76-67. Matthew Stillwell is going to drive it to the basket, and he's going to be fouled in the play. You can be on Eli Puddle. That's going to be his second personal foul. And we're going to have some free throws coming up here with Matthew Stillwell going to the line. Stillwell has got 11 points in the ball game. 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. As Matthew will toe the mark here. His shot is up there. It is good. He'll get one more. That makes it a 10-point ball game now. 77-67. As Stillwell will have one more free throw. He's an 83% foul shooter on the season. His shot is up there, and the shot is good. So the biggest lead in the ball game now for Briar Cliff at 78-67 with 10 minutes to play in the basketball game. Boy, the arena has kind of emptied out here with the weather moving in. Handful of folks still on hand for the conclusion of this game. Here's Puddle with the ball. He drives it down the lane. The pass will be deflected, but Binder picks it up. Binder now to Duran Hall. Down in the corner to Puddle. A shot for 3, no good. Tip tried, no good. The ball is loose and it's picked up by Briar Cliff. The Chargers bring her back on a 3-on-2 break. Trapp, the shot good. Garrett Trapp, he scores off of the break, and head coach Todd Reardon wants to call a timeout as the Chargers have opened up a 13-point lead now in the second half. 9:29 to play in the basketball game. We'll take a break with a score. Briar Cliff 80, Hastings 67. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
You are listening to Extreme Sports. Let's get back to the game with Mike Will.
Hi, Mike Will back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings now trailing the Chargers by a score of 80-67. Briar Cliff continues to shoot the eyes out of the basket today. They're hitting 70% from the field, 29 out of 41. The Broncos still over 60% themselves. They're at 63%, 26 out of 41 here in the ball game. Hastings with the ball right now, trailing by 13 points. Here's Ben Boudreau with the ball. Ben gets it to Miles Simon. Miles at the free throw line, takes it down the lane. We've got a whistle and another foul is going to be called. This is going to go on this Sindelar. That's going to be his fourth. Briar Cliff has hit 12 three-pointers in the ball game today. Hastings has got 8, so we've had 20 three-pointers between these two teams. 80-67 is the score. Briar Cliff has got the lead. Hastings will play things in. Christian Pujols has got the ball now with the Broncos out here. Miles Simon at the top of the key. He gives it away to Ben Boudreau. Ben looking to penetrate here on the right wing. Boudreau has still got the ball and takes it into the paint. A foul is going to be called again. Foul here will go on Garrett Trapp. That's going to be his second personal foul. Team foul number 7 on the Chargers. And Ben Boudreau will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 try here. Ben has got 20 points in the ball game. He scored just 2 so far here in the second half. Boudreau is 75% foul shooter on the season. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. Hastings trailing now by a score of 80-68. Briar Cliff winning the women's ball game earlier today, 69-48 over the Broncos. The next shot is up there and in by Boudreau. 80-69. The 48 points, the lowest scoring output of the season for Hastings. And their loss today to Briar Cliff. Here's Trapp with the ball down in the corner. Trapp penetrating down the baseline. He throws it out here to Will Luger. Luger brings it over and hands it away to Matthew Stillwell. Right here at the top of the three-point arc. Stillwell backs up. Now Stillwell throws up a 3 and misses. Rebound comes down to Pujols for Hastings. 80-69, the Broncos trailing here in the ball game. Miles Simon in the basket. His shot up there, no good. Simon had the rebound. He lost it, and it goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Briar Cliff ball. The Chargers will play things in. Hastings and Midland on Wednesday. Women's game will be at 6 with the guys at 7:45. Pre-game show will be on about 5:45 on Wednesday afternoon here from the Osborne Sports Complex. The next game for the Broncos on Wednesday. Here's Carter Lean with the ball for Briar Cliff. Brings it out on the wing to Luger. Luger, bounce pass, goes to the top of the key. Stillwell has got it. He's double teamed. Stillwell down to Helmers. Jamison Helmers dribbling with the ball. Down to 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Luger for 3. Shot good. Will Luger, a three-pointer. He's got 25 in the ball game. First meeting between these two teams, he had 4. Here's Boudreau driving the ball in the basket. His shot's going to be no good. It's an 83-69 ball game. Stillwell makes a spinning move to the basket. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Eli Puddle. Puddle gets it to Boudreau over on the far sideline. 83-69. Briar Cliff has got the lead over the Broncos. Maverick Binder, his pass is going to be thrown out of bounds. Trying to get it to a Miles Simon, but they were not on the same page. That one goes out of bounds. A turnover on the Broncos. We've got them with 10 now. 10 turnovers. And now we're going to have, let's see. We're going to get the ball back to Hastings, so the Broncos will inbound the ball. Last touch by the Chargers. Boudreaux tries to play things in and is tapped back out of bounds by Luger. So Hastings will try it again on the other side of the basket. Baseline right side is going to be Ben Boudreaux inbounding the ball. 83-69. Hastings is trailing here in the contest. Hunter Hill with the ball. Now to Pujols out here in three-point territory. Christian Pujols. He drives the ball to the basket. Shot good. Christian Pujols now with 4 in the ball game. Broncos back to within a dozen. 83-71. 7 minutes to play here in the ball game. Here's Jackson Wingert with the ball. Out here to Matthew Stillwell. The Broncos still in a man-to-man. That's Puddle. He's guarding Stillwell. Pass comes to a Wingert here at the top of the key. Down to the right side. That's Luger with the ball. Luger steps back and throws up a shot over Pujols for 3. Good. Luger now with 28 points in the ball game here for the Chargers. That's a 15-point lead for BC. It's 86-71. Puddle for 3 at the other end. It's way off the mark. No good. Rebound. Chased down in the corner. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be Briarcliff ball. Pujols was giving chase. He couldn't get to it. The Chargers out on top by 15 points now here in the second half with 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes and some change. It's 86-71. The Chargers have the advantage as they've connected on 14 three-pointers here in this basketball game today. Here's a Matthew Stillwell with the ball in the wing. Stillwell dumps it down low to Wingert. He goes up with a shot, and a foul is going to be called. Jackson Wingert is going to be fouled in the play here. Foul is going to go on Boudreaux. That's going to be his second personal foul. Now going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 is going to be Jackson Wingert. He has got 17 in the ball game now for the Chargers. As Wingert throws one up there, it's going to be good. He is now 3 out of 4 from the free throw line today. Wingert now with 18 points in the ball game, 82% foul shooter on the season. Shot is up there. Next one is good. Connects on a couple of free throws, and this one's slipping away from the Broncos. 88-71. Briarcliff has got the lead. Here's Hunter Hill with the ball. Hunter Hill on the wing, looking, goes out here to Eli Puddle. Puddle dribbling with it, sends it over to Boudreaux. Free throw line extended right side. Ben Boudreaux thought about the 3, pass it up, goes to Hunter Hill, nearly threw the ball away. Here's a Boudreaux with the ball with 7 seconds in the shot clock. Boudreaux has got it, now throws up a shot, 3, right down through the hole. Boudreaux now with 25 in the ball game for the Broncos. Will Luger has got 28 for Briarcliff. It's an 88-74 ball game. Stillwell bounces off a defender, now throws the ball underneath the hole, and a shot up and in. Backdoor cut, and Will Luger gets another field goal. He's got 30 in the ball game now for the Chargers. 90-74. Briarcliff is slowly putting this one away. Maverick Binder with the ball. Now to a Hunter Hill. The Maverick Binder to Hunter. His shot from 7, good. Hunter Hill, he scores. He's got 6 in the ball game. 90-76. Briarcliff with the lead. Matthew Stillwell down the far sideline. Brings it into the offensive zone. Dribbles to the top of the key. Picked up there by Maverick Binder of Hastings. Stillwell on the dribble. Now reverses the ball. Gets it to Jackson Wingert against Hunter Hill. Wingert out here in the three-point territory. Now they feed it back inside to Wingert. Bounces off of Hunter Hill. Puts up a shot off of the right side. No good. Rebound to a Boudreaux. Ben's got it for Hastings College to Hunter Hill. He has the ball stripped away. Stillwell has got it back the other way. The alley-oop, and the shot is up there and in. Will Luger scores on the assist from Stillwell. Luger has now got 32 in the ball game for the Chargers. And it's now a 92-76 ball game. Boudreaux with the ball for Hastings out here in three-point territory. Here's Pujols, free throw line extended left side, picked up by Luger. Pujols throws up a three, no good. Hunter Hill with a rebound. The Binder fakes the three, takes it to the free throw line and scores. Maverick Binder has now got 12 points in the ball game. 92-78. 3.5 minutes to play here in this one. Here's a Matthew Stillwell back with the ball, and he throws up a quick three-pointer. His shot's going to be no good. And a rebound comes down to a Hunter Hill. Down to a Maverick Binder. Binder circles around the screen, and now we got a foul called. That's going to go on Hunter Hill, an illegal screen set up out there. Hunter Hill picks up his fourth personal foul. Pujols is going to come out of the ball game. Ogalande is going to come back in there for the Broncos with 3:15 to play here in the second half. It's a 92-78 ball game. Broncos on the short end of things again. Here's a Matthew Stillwell with the ball. Helmers has got it. Now to the right side again. Luger has got it. He spins toward the baseline. He's got the hot hand. Instead, he throws it out here to Winger, top of the key. He tries to drive it, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Hunter Hill. That's going to be the fifth foul on Hill. So he fouls out here with 2 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the game. Hunter's going to leave with 6 points. So Hunter Hill is going to come out of the ball game with 2:53 to play in this contest, 92-78. Here comes Duron Hall into the ball game now for Hunter. Going to the free throw line is going to be Jackson Wingert. Wingert's got 19 in the ball game, make it 20 as that one hits bottom. He's now 5 out of 6 from the free throw line. It's now a 93-78 ball game. Chargers have got the lead. Next one is up there. That one is good. Briar Cliff averages 78 points per ball game on offense. They're well over that today. They've had great success against the Bronco defense today. Here's Binder at the other end for a three. A shot good. Maverick Binder with 15 points in the ball game. 94-81. Broncos down by 13 now. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Briar Cliff with the ball back in their offensive end. Dribbling the ball all the way to the basket and scoring there is a Jamison Helmers. Helmers scores off of the window. He's got 8 points and it's 96-81. Hastings trailing here in the ball game. Ben Boudreau, three-pointer up there off of the back iron, no good. Sindelar with the rebound. He gets into Stillwell. He'll bring things up here against the Broncos. Gets by Eli Puddle into the forecourt. Stillwell down in the corner for three. A three-pointer is going to be short this time by Luger. Probably getting tired. He's got 32 points in the ball game. Hastings back with the ball. Here's a Binder. Binder sends it down in the corner to Eli Puddle. Out to Binder for three. Shot good. Maverick Binder warming up, but a little bit too late here. Binder's got 18 in the ball game, and now we've got a timeout called here. 1 minute and 50 seconds to play here in the ball game. We'll take a break with the score. Briar Cliff 96, Hastings 84. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Extreme Sports.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Well, the Nebraska men's basketball team, they picked up a win over UCLA today, 66-58 at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. That's the 12th win of the season now for the Huskers. 96-84 is the score here. Hastings College trailing Briar Cliff here in this one. Broncos have lost, 12 games in a row. They're looking to break through here today. They had the lead on a number of occasions today, but Briar Cliff, good second half here and some hot shooting. They're still over 70% for the ball game. They've got the lead. Sindelar with the ball, and he's going to be fouled in the play here. So a foul's going to be called on Duran Hall. That's going to be his first. We have some free throws coming up here for the Chargers. It's going to be Blake Sindelar going to the free throw line. His shot is up there. The shot is going to be no good. They'll have one more. Chargers now from the free throw line, 14 out of 16 from the stripe. As Sindelar will have one more. His shot is up there. That one hits the front iron and falls off no good. Rebound Hastings. Duran Hall comes back quickly here for the Broncos. Tries to give it away here. It's a Boudreaux with the ball. Ben shovels inside and dishes it off to Ogunlade, and his shot is up and in. Boudreaux gets the assist. David gets the field goal. He's got 8 points in the ball game. Now the Broncos are back to within 10, and we've got another timeout here. 1 minute and 30 seconds to play. Men's college basketball action here this afternoon. We'll take a break. The Chargers 96, the Broncos 86. You're listening to Hastings College Basketball.
Since 1955, Bob Sass Flowers has been a part of the Hastings community. We're not just about flowers, though. We do offer the finest floral arrangements, all backed by friendly, prompt service and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. At Bob Sass Flowers, every customer matters, and we're dedicated to making your shopping experience one to remember. But there's more to discover. From blue Capri candles and diffusers to my Saint, my Hero bracelets, Sourdough bread, and Daydreams greeting cards, our unique gift collection has something for everyone. Looking for the perfect baby gift? Explore our selection from Bella Tunno and Mud Pie. Come see us at Bob Sass Flowers, where quality, service, and community come together.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Hi, back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. We're down to 90 seconds to go here in this one. The Broncos down by 10, 96-86. And here's a foul call on Duran Hall as the Chargers brought the ball up the far sideline. More free throws coming up here. The Broncos now with 10 fouls here in the second half. And the Chargers will have a couple of chances here with Jamison Helmers going to the free throw line, a 91% foul shooter on the season, and the shot is up there. It's going to be good. Helmers now with 9 points in the ball game. Carter Lean coming into the ball game now. Sindelar checks out. Here comes Garrett Trapp. He'll check in at the next opportunity here for the Chargers, as Helmers will prepare for his second free throw. 97-86. Briar Cliff out on top. Helmers' next free throw is up there and in. Helmers will check out now. Here comes Garrett Trapp into the ball game, and the Chargers have now got a 12-point lead, 98-86 over Hastings here. Here's Duran Hall with the ball. He takes it to the free throw line, kicks it out here to Ogunlade. His shot for three is no good. Rebound comes down here to Carter Lean. Lean to Stillwell. Down to a Carter Lean into the forecourt, all alone at the other end, and the shot is up there and in by a Garrett Trapp. Trapp now with 4 points in the ball game. 100-86 is the score. Now we got a foul call here as Duran brought the ball back into the forecourt. A foul is going to be called here on Lean. That's going to be his first foul. Team foul number 8 on the Chargers. Duran Hall will come to the free throw line now for the Broncos. Coming back in, Sindelar. Here comes Wingert back into the ball game. Duran Hall to the free throw line. Hall has got 5 points in the ball game. Couple of field goals. He's 1 out of 2 from the line. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. It's now 100-87. The Chargers have got the lead. Duran Hall will have one more shot here. It is up, and it is around the rim, falls off, no good. Rebound comes down to Will Luger for Briar Cliff. He gets it away to Sindelar, and he's going to be fouled into play here. That's going to go on Hall. That's going to be his third. That sends the Chargers back to the free throw line here. Just hoping that Briar Cliff misses some free throws down the stretch here. We're down by 13 points with 63 seconds to go here in this one. The free throw line will be Blake Sindelar. He's got 15 in the ball game. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. He'll get one more shot here. Briar Cliff now 17 out of 20 from the free throw line today. They're now just slightly below 70% from the field. They've hit 35 out of their 52 shots today. Next shot is going to be up there and in by Sindelar. He's now got 17. The shooting percentage for Briar Cliff is at 67.3%. Hastings has hit 33 out of their 54 shots today for 61%. Here's Boudreau, a shot no good. Tap try no good, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Matthew Stillwell. That's going to be his third. Hastings in Midland coming up on Wednesday. Women's game will go at 6 with the guys at 7:45 on the air with a pregame show Wednesday afternoon at 5:45 here on Extreme Sports. Ogalande going to the free throw line. His shot is up there. It is good. He'll get one more. Here comes Wingert back into the ball game. Here comes Sindelar back in. 102-88 is the score. As David O goes back to the free throw line here for the Broncos with 54 seconds to go. Shot is up there. It's going to be good. Now it's 102-89. Chargers have got the lead. We're going to have another foul here in backcourt. It's going to go on Eli Puddle. That's going to be his third. That's going to send Matthew Stillwell to the free throw line. So Stillwell goes to the line. He's got, 13 in the ball game so far. 4 out of 4 from the line. He'll have a couple of shots here. Stillwell's first one is up there. It's going to be good. He'll get one more. Here comes Trapp back into the ball game. Carter Lean comes back in. 103-89. Briar Cliff has got the lead here. Stillwell's next free throw is up there. It's going to be around the rim, falls off of the right side, no good. Hastings has got the rebound. Boudreau hustles back the other way for the Broncos. Puddle has got it. Now to Maverick Binder. He finds a seam and drives into the basket and scores. Binder scores for Hastings. He's got 20. Broncos are down by 12, 103-91. As the Briar Cliff brings the ball back in their offensive end. Lean has got the ball out to a Stillwell. And they're going to let the time run down here. The Broncos have set up the white flag. Carter Lean standing there watching the time tick down. 10 seconds on the shot clock is 103-91. Hastings is trailing here in the ball game. Carter Lean just stands there. He dishes off to Luger, and that's a shot clock violation on the Chargers. So Hastings will play things in with 8.5 seconds to go. Ben Boudreau will approach the midcourt stripe here. Boudreau into the offensive zone, and that's going to be the ball game. The Broncos have lost their 13th game in a row as they lose to Briar Cliff this afternoon. Final score of 103-91. So the Broncos will drop to 1-14 on the season, now 0-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Briar Cliff improves to 9 wins and 7 losses. They're now even up on the season in the conference. They are 4-4. Again, the final score, Briar Cliff 103, Hastings 91. Back with the final totals after this. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
Since 1955, Bob Sass Flowers has been a part of the Hastings community. We're not just about flowers, though. We do offer the finest floral arrangements, all backed by friendly, prompt service and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. At Bob Sass Flowers, every customer matters, and we're dedicated to making your shopping experience one to remember. But there's more to discover. From blue Capri candles and diffusers to my Saint, my Hero bracelets, Sourdough bread, and Daydreams greeting cards, our unique gift collection has something for everyone. Looking for the perfect baby gift? Explore our selection from Bella Tunnel and Mud Pie. Come see us at Bob Sass Flowers, where quality, service, and community come together.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, Hastings College coming up short here today to Briar Cliff, losing to the Chargers 103-91. We'll get you some final numbers brought to you by Industrial Irrigation, reliable horsepower since 1955. Broncos got 25 points in the ball game today from Ben Boudreau. Boudreau hitting 5 3-pointers in the ball game today. Maverick Binder had 20 points. David Ogalade had 10. Also in double figures was Miles Simon as he scored 10 points. Don Barnhill scores 10 off of the bench for the Broncos. He grabbed 3 rebounds. The other scorers for Hastings, Hunter Hill had 6 points. Deron Hall had 6 points. Christian Pujols had 4 for the Broncos. Leading the way, scorching the next, Will Luger, 32 points for the Chargers. So Luger scores 32. Then he had Jackson Wingert score 18. Blake Sindelar had 17. Matthew Stillwell had 14. Jamison Helmers had 13. Off the bench, Kobe Collison had 5. Garrett Trapp had 4. So Briar Cliff wins it today, 103-91. Score was tied 10 times. We had 8 lead changes in the game today. The biggest lead for Briar Cliff was 17 points. Hastings had a 6-point lead in the first half. Briar Cliff led at halftime 51-50, but the Chargers outscored the Broncos in the second half 52-41. And the Chargers win the game today by a score of 103-91. Next up for the Broncos will be Midland coming up on Wednesday. Women's game will go at 6, the minute 7:45 on the air with a pregame show at 5:45 on Wednesday afternoon. Stick around. The Bronco postgame show is coming up next. You are listening to Bronco Basketball.
You have been listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports. Brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare. By Tom Dinsdale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 2800 Osborne Drive East in Hastings. By Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. Enjoy great food, good service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere at 2017 West 2nd. By Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings and Kearney. By Bob Sass Flowers, 2618 West 2nd, serving Hastings since 1955. By Hastings Irrigation Pipe Company, working hard to develop high-performance products. By Bosselman Energy, a fuel supplier and distributor offering gas, diesel, ag fuels, aviation fuel, biodiesel, ethanol, and propane. By the Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center of Hastings. By Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. By Highland Dairy, and by Teammates of Nebraska. Stay tuned. The Bronco postgame show is up next on your exclusive home for Bronco sports, Extreme Sports.
Industrial Irrigation Services has proudly supplied reliable horsepower to the industrial engine market since 1955. Our entire team is dedicated to fostering long-term relationships with our customers and key suppliers. Honesty and integrity make up the foundation that our business is built upon. Our entire team is ready to deliver the best sales, engineering, parts, and service support you have come to expect over many decades. No matter your industry or the rigorous demands of your application, our team of experts stand ready to serve you. We have been serving our customers and friends for over a half-century, and we look forward to continuing to provide you with the absolute best industrial engine packages and services for generations to come. When you need a solution for your industrial needs, don't just buy horsepower. Invest in reliable horsepower.
The Bronco postgame show is brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings and Kearney.
All right, Briar Cliff wins this one today, 103-91 over Hastings. The final shooting numbers are in. The Chargers ended up shooting 67% for the ball game today. They were 35 out of 52. The Chargers hitting 14 three-pointers in 24 attempts. That's 58%. And they were 19 out of 23 from the free throw line, 82%. Hastings loses despite hitting 60% from the field themselves. The Broncos were 34 out of 56. We had 11 three-pointers in 24 attempts. That's 45%, 12 out of 16. From the free throw line, 75%. Briar Cliff, not a lot of rebounds to grab today. They had 19. The Broncos had 28. Hastings had 10 offensive rebounds, 18 on defense. Briar Cliff with 3 offensive rebounds and 16 on defense. 18 assists for Hastings, 1 steal, no block shots, 10 turnovers. Briar Cliff had 20 assists, 6 steals, no block shots, and 5 turnovers. Leading rebounder for the Broncos in this game today was Miles Simon. He picked up 6 rebounds for Matthew Stillwell. But Briar Cliff too much for the Broncos today as they beat Hastings' final score of 103-91. We'll take our last break, come back right after this. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Now the scores from the Great Plains Athletic Conference here today. Women's college basketball. Hastings losing to Briar Cliff in the first game, 69-48. Also in women's play, it was Doane over Morningside, 73-71. The men's game, it was Briar Cliff winning over Hastings today, 103-91. Doane, they lose. Actually, Doane knocked off Morningside in men's play today. Final score of 64-57. Women's college basketball going on in overtime. Number 1 ranked Dordt and Concordia, they are tied up at 78 points apiece. In Seward, they've got 4 minutes to play in overtime. Dordt 78, Concordia 78. Also in women's basketball, it was Mount Marty 93, Waldorf 51. Northwestern beats Midland today in women's play, 87-48. And the rest of the men's action just getting started here at 4 o'clock, including Northwestern playing at Midland, Dordt at Concordia, and Waldorf playing at Mount Marty. So a doubleheader sweep today for Briar Cliff. Chargers winning over Hastings in the first game, 67-48. And the Charger men beat Hastings 103-91. That is the 13th loss in a row now for Hastings. Well, it's on grab one on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock for the women's game, 7:45 for the guys on the air with the pregame show at 5:45 Wednesday here from Lynn Farrell Arena. That'll wrap things up from the Osborne Sports Complex. I'm Mike Will, wishing you a very pleasant good evening.
The Bronco Post has been brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings and Kearney. Hastings College Basketball is an exclusive presentation of Extreme Sports.
He would need 8 on the year. Let me stop myself, though, right now, because I think we have our first points on the board, Ben.
We are about to see that. I'm a little bit behind you here on the old home, but I'm watching as Bailey Zappi on a 2nd and 7 play does drop back and is intercepted, which will go the other way. Pick 6. That is a Ravens defensive touchdown. So much for